from DearUnicorn alongside my great two co-hosts, Olivia and Raven.
You know who needs to do this, right?
Hi everyone, welcome to Dear Unicorn. I'm here with Olivia, our regular host, and today we have a guest, Ro-Ann Mohammed.
Yay.
And today we're going to be talking about queer, some other things about the LGBT spectrum that some persons have a few questions about, and we're going to be going into that with the help of Ro-Ann today. So, Ro-Ann, welcome.
Thank you.
And Olivia wants to know,
What is queer?
Queer is an umbrella term that people who don't necessarily identify as strictly lesbian or strictly gay or strictly pansexual or strictly bisexual, that those people can feel welcomed within the community because they're not straight, so they're not welcome into the straight world. And the LGBT family is their family; they're part of that community, but they don't necessarily fit within a label.
Alright, so my thing is that it feels for me like, yes, it started out as LGBT, and then it was LGBTQ, and then it was LGBTI. It just feels like every year there's a different thing being added to it. And I know I'm not the only one that gets that feeling. So can you help persons like me that don't understand why every year it feels like there's this whole other section that's being added?
So when it comes to the LGBT acronym, yeah, I understand it could be a lot, it could be cumbersome. But at first it was just G. They didn't even care about lesbians. Then it was L.
Mm-hmm.
Then they started to care about bisexual people. Then the T got added last. But I think what it is that people who are not straight and are not cisgender need to feel welcome into the community and need to feel welcome into the space. So that's why the I was added to represent intersex people. That's why the Q was added to represent people who aren't straight or aren't cisgender but need to feel part of the community. A for asexual people because they're not necessarily accepted by the wider community either. And I think it's just about marginalization. So people who face discrimination on the basis of their sexual orientation or gender identity or sex characteristics, like need a place to feel like they belong or need to feel like they're welcome. So I get that it's lengthy, but it's like that with reason, like people need to feel like they're part of the community.
right? So for me, I think the questioning of why so many other letters to the LGBTQ, it was a 50-50 thing because I understand some people need the labels to feel a part of the community because they're ostracized normally, but then it got a little annoying. LGBTQIA P plus plus.
Yeah.
And now it's LGBTQI plus, and I'm like, I can't with it anymore.
Yeah,
And people are like, Olivia, you never say. All of them was like, I can bite my tongue.
So I think LGBTQ or LGBTI plus are fine. I don't think you need to go down the line every time to say QQ2AA. Like I don't think you need that necessarily every time.
It's only having a
It does. But I think that's why there's Q. Q is like an umbrella term that just kind of encapsulates everyone. So like LGBTQ, queer is just like a representative of like all the gender and sexual minorities who don't necessarily have because like for me, I don't have a specific label, but I know I'm not straight. So it's just like I fit into Q. But I understand what y'all mean. Like it is cumbersome. It is
Not
wordy.
y'all.
Was it? I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I hear it. I understand because working with the community, I understand there's a need for some people to feel welcome, a part of a community, a part of something other than the norm because normal is overrated. So
What is normal, Ava?
I guess normal it depends.
Remember we did that in the first episode? Biblical sex is normal.
Right, I'm pure sex.
Pure sex is the better one, remember?
What is
we
pure
thought
sex?
We thought pure sex was like
Girl,
Procreative sex?
pure sex is apparently, and this is up for correction. Pure sex is where the sex is so good that is unnatural. I think that's how I understood it.
Girl,
so we should Google that and get back to you guys. No, the biblical sex is male and female, but pure sex was apparently what I got from it is that the sex was too good to be right. But it could just be self-actualizing here.
And
Any more questions about queerness? Burning questions.
I don't think it would be
Like-
appropriate for the podcast now if they don't want to get reported.
We can
What kind of
see.
questions? Let's hear. What do you need to know?
No, we're not asking questions for the bisexual, so.
I mean, the thing is, I often get classed with bisexual.
Okay, so I can ask you
even though
questions.
I don't identify as bisexual.
So clearly in this podcast, I can be like the dark horse. So I got my questions, right?
we devil's advocate.
Yes. So I can ask you, and then we deal with the bisexual. I can ask the bisexual the same questions. If a person's identify as bisexual, right, and they have not.
Don't do that. Like bisexual.
Like unicorn.
Yeah. It's a myth.
Right. So let's say a person identifies as bisexual, okay, and they have not really been in a homosexual relationship, but let's just say for like the last 5 years they maybe slept with someone of the same sex like once, but they're mainly in a heterosexual relationship, so they benefit from being in a heterosexual relationship. Does that person really still have a right to identify as bisexual
Of course.
with one experience?
Yeah, because so sexual orientation is not only about sex acts, but it's about how you feel and your attraction. So I mean, before I started having sex, when I was a virgin, I still identified as a lesbian, even though I had never had sex. But it's because I had attraction and feeling towards women, and I knew that inside. I don't think the sex that you have is necessarily representative of your sexual orientation, and I think that's fine. Yeah, it's about romantic attraction, emotional attraction, all that stuff. But yeah, I do realize that when you're in a heterosexual relationship, you do have a privilege because you're not going to be assumed gay or you're not going to be assumed bisexual when you walk out on the street with your queer partner. So I think bisexual people or queer people who are in heterosexual relationships should recognize that. But I do think that they should be given the space to identify how they want to.
All right. What about
Right. So just to clarify, biblical sex.
Oh my god. Now we move past this.
The purpose of sex is multifaceted. God has given sex to us as a means of glorifying Him, as we fulfill its design for procreation, intimacy, comfort.
Is that what we say? Oh God, when we have sex?
Probably, because even atheists probably do say, "Oh God."
I'm an atheist, and I definitely say oh God.
Physical pleasure is the fulfillment of God's created order in marriage between a husband and wife.
So it's pure sex. Because in my mind, when I heard what pure sex was, I was like, I want that. That's the sex I want me having. So I hope.
Pure sex, I think, well, at least I think of like the Bible, and I think that it means like sex only for
I thought
procreation.
so at first until I heard the
Right.
definition.
So the definition of pure sex,
That's Urban Dictionary.
girl.
When something is really, really well performed, exactly.
Anything that is wicked good.
Exactly.
Okay.
Pure sex. I'm all about the pure sex. Exactly. I'm all about it. I'm hot talking about sex. Jeez. I know, right? So no.
Okay, off of sex now.
Yeah.
Right.
So
So
back to bisexuality. Or queerness.
queerness is what we're gonna deal with.
Yeah.
Before we go, the last thing I want to discuss with you. It feels sometimes like there's this thing where people might feel awkward, like they don't identify as straight. So it's like, you know what? I won't be part of this community because it seems to be like the fad or the thing to do, right? And then you have people who are
Sorry, I
You're
here for it. Cause
But no, I'm just
saying
addressing
that you are gay or queer.
Doesn't
just
put
about
you-
fad.
doesn't
But you know,
That
there are
don't make
people that
sense.
no, but there are people that like, you know what? I don't feel like I want to stand out, and they like the flamboyantness. Like, is it possible that a person could love the flamboyantness of the gay community with the colors and the personality and be straight?
That's a metrosexual.
Yeah, because I mean, people could relate to. Or
So,
like,
but would that person would not be queer?
that person just. I mean, if they don't have non-heterosexual attraction, then they're straight.
Okay.
I mean, just period. But I mean, they can identify with a lot of the community, identifies with any community, but they're just an ally, period. Like, you can't, no.
Like,
That's cultural appropriation.
You know, but that's so true. Because now that it's legal to be married in the States, a lot of corporate organizations are embracing pride and selling stuff. And
It's about money
It's about the
hunting for
money.
a lot of them.
Yeah.
A lot of them it's about money. But I do think that people should be allowed to explore. You know, like some people aren't sure whether or not they're queer or not. But I mean, yeah, I think everybody should be free to identify how they want to.
And then there's
It's a spectrum.
a small population of people who say they don't identify just to be reckless.
Yeah.
You mean in divorce?
What?
I didn't know about the name for the ones that don't identify. I hear for them.
You mean like MSM people, like people who have gay sex but don't say they're gay?
MSM is a bad word.
MSM is a bad word? Men who have sex with men? Is it a bad word?
It's some.
Oh, you mean like gay for pay guys? Like,
No.
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 So what are you? This is a whole other thing now.
Yeah, MSM is kind of considered a bad word in some spaces.
To who?
Understand.
To the MSMs?
Yes.
Okay.
So MSN,
Yeah.
just be clear, that is men who have sex with men.
Yeah, but
And that they
necessarily-
don't identify as gay. That's what you're saying?
Yes.
But they're not gay for pay.
No.
And they're not
just-
enforced?
No.
They
So the fucking
enjoy
confused.
They're just enjoying
They enjoy having sex
everything with.
I ain't here for it. It's my turn. I ain't here for it.
I don't know what to tell you. You.
But that don't make no sense.
Well,
And then there's
So
questioning.
is that like queer then?
well,
That's
it could be considered part of the
You
queer
know what?
umbrella.
This goes back to all the labels that I just tired of.
Right, yes, I mean, there are a lot of people.
people.
There are a lot of people who don't like labels and they just fit under the queer umbrella. But again, I do think that some people, like what I said before, your sex acts don't always reflect your sexual orientation. So there are a lot
It's
of
just like how
lesbians
there are prostitutes who are lesbians, but they have sex
with
for
men.
money.
Yeah, they have sex with men.
But
They have
that was like, it's not
transactional.
the same gay for pay.
Well, there's some lesbians who have sex with men not for pay, just because they want to, but they're still lesbians.
But I understand the ones that will have sex with men because they want
Yeah.
children or
I
because
think
they
that's
want to have an orgasm.
okay. Yeah, they just want to come, or like it just happens. But they don't. So sexual
getting a headache.
the sexual orientation is like a big picture. It has to encompass like romantic attraction, emotional attraction, and sexual attraction. Sometimes when you have sex with a man, it's just sexual attraction. For like a lot of these lesbians, they're not romantically attracted. They're not emotionally attracted. So they can't necessarily say, "Yeah, I'm into men and bisexual," but they just want to fuck them.
Okay.
Can I say?
Well, I'm not.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm not completely sure if you guys are as clear on this as I feel like. Wow.
We just opened up another can of worms.
Yes, I thought
for
it was-
another discussion
Exactly.
for another time.
Because I thought we were solving stuff, and now I just got all these other questions that we can't handle
So,
right now.
I guess
So we can have to
will
definitely come back to
follow up.
this.
Yes. Thank you.
Actually,
Ro-Ann.
Yes, we want you guys. You definitely gonna have questions. Send us those questions, and we would compile them and get
Ooh,
back.
can I drop my IG name? My organization's IG.
Go ahead?
It's She Barbados at she.barbados.
Yeah, and the graphics guys gonna try.
Shameless plug.
Alright, shameless plug. We do have a thing called shameless plug. I think we should do that every episode. It's like shameless plug.
Okay, see. So,
But thanks,
again,
guys.
Thank you,
Thank you.
for coming on.
Bye.
Ro-Ann.
And
No
making me
problem.
more confused than I was before.
Look, it's a constant conversation. Sexuality is
Clarity.
constantly evolving.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So thanks, guys. We appreciate it. You want to say bye-bye and plug again?
Bye. I mean, if you can't plug yourself, how the hell are you gonna plug somebody else?
Ah!
Okay, that's it.
Bye.
Did that sound sexual?
Yeah.
I knew it was RuPaul, but
Plug.
Vaginal plugs.
those are just dildos.
Mucus plugs.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Dear Unicorn, and we've been talking about the labels and titles associated with the LGBTQIA plus spectrum, and this topic was queer, what it is to be queer, why the queer labels, and Olivia's struggle.
I know I'm depressed to be talking about queer. I just think
There's too much letters.
Have you heard me?
I think that is too. I feel like if everybody want to be part of it, like it was simple or simplistic where they had LGBTQ. Right, Mr. Ron?
You can get out the community.
But
You
no,
can get out the community.
no, it's pansexual,
There needs
demisexual.
to be labels to be inclusive of everyone in the LGBTQIA plus family.
You know what? I get when straight people want them pregnant because everybody else feel like
You can insert excommunication here. She don't get kicked out the LGBT community. Oh my God. How you gonna see you understand what the God wants straight pride?
because everybody like being straight now is like taboo because everybody want to have a label. Right? It can't just be, you know what, I am lesbian, I like women. When we did the video with Ro-Ann was like, well, there's just some lesbians who want to have sex with men to have an orgasm. That's not being lesbian. But you know what? I've learned recently. There's an interesting concept into attraction. What you say? There's an interesting concept into attraction. I just have a problem with. It feels like it's people trying to be popular. Like, oh, I'm bisexual, or I'm bisexual, or I'm demisexual. It's like, dang, you can't just like fucking people. Wait, every Russell, what do you got a label now?
That's pansexual, liking everybody, liking people.
I felt like if I had more questions after sitting down and talking to her about what is queer. And apparently I am biphobic. I do not think I'm biphobic because I'm not scared. I'm allegedly biphobic. I don't think I'm biphobic. I take that I have an issue with people using the labels as a way to jump on a bandwagon and feel fussy with themselves. Like, oh my God, I'm bisexual. Oh my God, I'm queer. Oh my God, I'm demisexual. Like, oh, I'm pansexual because I love people for people. Fuck that shit thing. What happened to traditional values like lesbian, I'm gay, I'm transsexual, I'm lightning, because apparently that's what happened. Maybe that's what they hear. People looking at me looking crazy. But it feels like people just slapping a label on themselves so they could feel unique and different. And they're not taking it serious. The seriousness of the fact that as a lesbian, what that means is that you love women, and when you go in public, you identify as this is my female partner, and I'm in love with her, and she's who I want to be with. Instead, it's just like people seem to be like, oh, well, being queer or being gay is a new fun thing. Let me go and do that, and I don't like it. What happened? Why you looking at me like that?
Use the LGBT police. You're policing the. You're policing the LGBT people how to be and how they should identify and what they should and should
No,
not
not the
do.
LGBT people, the ones that aren't serious about it, that just jumping on
Because people ain't serious.
because then when they do this for like a couple weeks or a couple years, and then they go back and get married to straight men and be like, oh, I'm in your phase.
That's not everybody.
That's not
So you a part of that most too?
My phase has got me real so long, but no. I believe that I love pussy. I mean, women. Women.
Thanks for tuning in to DearUnicorn. No, I honestly I think that it's fine for everybody to take their time in exploring themselves, self-exploration, kumbaya, whatever you need to do to find yourself, but you don't need to fit into every title or within somewhere in the spectrum. You can fit, you don't have to. That's why there's non-binary. So there are persons that will not fit within one set pocket of the LGBT spectrum. So you need to learn.
I think right now.
Learn.
I fuck
Learn.
I fuck labels. I know the labels.
Learn to be accepting of people and where
So
they're at.
I'm a phobic, I'm a homophobic, biphobic, lesbian, that's what you're trying to say?
Allegedly.
Allegedly, apparently.
I'm
not homophobic,
I
I'm not
you're
queer.
not homophobic or biphobic. You just don't have enough interaction with these persons to understand the different facets that apply to their lives or to their label within the LGBT.
So I need to find a bisexual to interview.
Not be so formal. Try befriending once and see. Cause the interviews just like you like pussy, you like penis, which you like more, which you like less.
Oh wait, you know my favorite meme about bisexuals? You like both men and women, but yeah, you're single, you're
Fuck you, dang! I know my woman.
So sure, we'll go with that for now.
Okay, so what do you think about it today?
What do you think about bisexuals, Cindy?
Since you identify as bisexual.
Apparently, I judge Cindy. I think bisexualness too.
Why?
I can answer these
Why?
questions on the podcast. I can answer questions and Cindy, you see yourself having sex with a woman or being in a relationship with a woman?
The fuck? That's a possibility, just like I don't like much major fucking women, to be quite honest.
Listen to me,
be
bitch women, y'all are beautiful. I love
Yes,
fuck Cindy. Y'all are amazing.
Stop it.
You just
Stop
insult
it.
a whole
Stop it.
population of bitch
Stop
women.
it. So like I said, again, it's not like I have a problem with most major women. Yes, y'all are quite beautiful in every way, shape, or form, lovely, curves and other shit. But for me, I have not met. Thank you. I have not met a woman that has captured me fully to the point where I just be like, okay, I want you. I haven't. Like, I've only met maybe 2.
And those who are pansexual,
You.
want it?
But it's like, I have only met maybe 2 girls that I've really, really like gotten me to the point where I want you, like that's like, like want you. But other girls nowadays are just like, no.
That's how I feel about men. And I'm a lesbian. Just saying.
I know how you try to carry this fuck more about fucking dudes. No, the fuck, back there.
I'm not here for anything to do with these. I ain't here for it. Oh my god, we're going to get excited.
Well, it was nice talking to you guys while it lasted before we got reported for apparently me being apparently biphobic as to the hating bitch woman.
I'm not being bisexual enough.
I'm not being bisexual enough.
Oh my god, I'm the only one that's perfect.
Fuck you.
I'm perfect.
See, real acid today though.
I am not acid.
Maybe it's the
You just
rain.
call me pussful and you tell Raven to fuck off.
She's getting that one. So anyway.
I think I know Cindy from this one.
Care to share with the viewers?
Me by enough time.
Yes, what is my problem? Can we have multiple?
That's for the
minutes?
next episode.
Oh no! Come.
That will fall under queer. That will fall under So it's nice talking to y'all. On DearUnicorn 246. We're on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and it was a pleasure talking about
Also,
if any questions. Yeah, we will have a part 2 at some point in the future. And I appreciate you guys tuning in.
This is not done.
Sure, because the editor just hit end.
This is not done.